What if I told you the most dangerous moment for the Allied forces in World War II wasn't caused by a German attack? It was caused by a phone call. Picture this. January 1945. The Battle of the Bulge is winding down. Nearly 90,000 American soldiers are dead, wounded, or missing, and one American general just heard something on the radio that made him want to quit the war entirely. His name was Omar Bradley. And unlike the flashy generals you've heard about, Bradley was boring. No fancy pistols, no dramatic speeches. He looked like a tired accountant who accidentally wandered into a war zone. But here's what nobody tells you about quiet people. When they finally snap, empires tremble. So what pushed him over the edge? A British field marshal named Montgomery had just held a press conference. And in that press conference, he took credit for stopping the German offensive. The problem: British forces suffered roughly 200 casualties in that battle. Americans lost over 80,000. Montgomery was essentially standing on a mountain of American graves and planting a British flag. Bradley picked up his phone and called Supreme Commander Eisenhower. His voice was calm, almost friendly, which made his words hit even harder. "You need to choose, Ike. Either I command my own men or you send me home. There's no middle ground." Now think about this. Bradley wasn't just threatening to resign. He was threatening to collapse the entire American command in Europe. And when Patton heard about it, he called Bradley immediately and said he'd quit too. Suddenly, Eisenhower wasn't dealing with one angry general. He was facing a full-blown mutiny. 10 days later, Bradley got his armies back. And 2 months after that, while Montgomery was still preparing his perfect river crossing, Bradley's men found an unguarded bridge at Remagen. They didn't wait for permission. They just charged across and shortened the war by weeks. Montgomery never got his glory moment. Bradley never needed one. Here's what history forgets. Humility isn't weakness, but there's a line. And when the quietest person in the room finally speaks up, you better listen. Because on that January night, the school teacher didn't just teach a lesson. He commanded respect.